Hi,
Hello,
guys.
hello,
And
hello.
welcome to a brand new episode of the Receipts
Ba, ba, ba,
podcast. We are back
ba.
and better than ever. Well, slightly better than ever. You're a little
Well,
bit
I'm a little
poorly.
bit, I'm a little bit
You're a little
ill.
bit
I'm a little
poorly,
bit
aren't you? Bless
groggy.
you.
I'm a little
Oh,
tingly in the throat area.
oh, poor
Yeah, I
thing.
know. And my choice of drink today is a peppermint tea because I just feel like it's gonna cure me.
No, it does. That has all the curing
Yeah,
aids
so
in there.
that's what I'm going for today. So a bit poorly, but here,
Here, indeed.
here and
But
active.
you know how you say I never check in on you?
Are you gonna
I'm
now?
about to do a check-in.
Does it count if you only do it after I've told you to do it?
Well, yeah, because it's called learned and changed behavior.
Okay, cool. I
Do you
have
know what I
that.
mean? And this check-in is brought to you by H&M.
Okay.
And that is a lovely cardigan that you were wearing.
That's a great segue. Loved that. Loved how you did that. That was sensational.
That was so smooth.
That was so smooth. Yeah, it's from H&M, as you can tell. Do you know what? I feel like every year they are like autumn basics that I go to for H&M every single year. And it's like the cardigans. It's like cute, cozy. It just kind of does what it needs to do for this kind of like weather. Also, I feel like it should be a bit colder.
Yeah,
I'm
it
a little bit worried
should.
that it's not cold, but hey.
It should definitely be a little bit colder, but I low-key, autumn is kind of like my favorite season to dress for because it's not freezing, but it's not warm. So you can still do the layered look, which is what I try to do
That's
today.
a good blazer.
And
you
I
put on.
also love mixing textures. Okay, so as
Okay,
you can
fashion
see,
queen.
I've got the vegan pants on, the vegan leather pants, baby. I've got this walnuts blazer, oversized, boxy.
I do actually really like the boxy look. There's
Yeah.
a whole debate currently on
I
TikTok
saw
about
that. I
the
saw
boxy
that. I
blazer
saw
look. Because
that.
the boxy blazer has been around for a very, very long time. And you know what? I would not have a bad word said about the boxy
Same.
blazer. I feel powerful. I
Same.
feel smart. I feel good. Also, boxy blazer, tight boots. That's a night out.
It is a night out. And
You
that's
cannot say a bad word about the boxy blazer.
No, you actually can't.
That's my hill.
because You can dress it up and dress it down.
That's my fashion hill.
Do you know what I mean? So if you want to be a bit more corporate and do the power suit vibe, you can do that. If you want to dress it down and do something a little bit in between, you can do that. So I will never stop wearing a boxy blazer, okay?
Do you think there'll ever become a time in the future where we look back at ourselves wearing a blazer and leggings, socks and trainers and think,
Yeah,
fashionable?
potentially, but that is my absolute go-to look. But I'm owning it right now that I love it, but I can see that maybe being a fashion faux pas in the future. But
Yeah.
as for now, I'm sticking to it. I love it.
Also, if you're kind of into our looks, my cozy vibes, your powerful leather vibe, you can go into H&M in-store and online and explore their autumn-winter collection.
Okay, so now we've got that out of the way.
we're done. We're done with the look segment of the
Now
thing.
we've done with the look segment of the podcast. How are you feeling? How are you? What's the vibes?
Okay, the vibes is good. Like I said, gorgeous, cute and cozy. But I've got a question for you.
Okay.
So this happened to me this morning and I don't know what the rules are. And I don't know if I did something right or wrong. So I want to know what you do. Okay, so you are in a train station. No, you're walking at a train station and someone asks you for direction. Like, excuse me, where's the way to this?
Yes.
Happens to be the same way you're going.
Okay.
Do you be like, follow me and walk alongside them so you get there? Or do you say, follow me, but walk ahead of them?
Ooh. I would be like, well, I'm going in that same direction, so you can just follow me.
So when they're following you, do
Yeah.
you talk to them as they're next to you?
No, definitely not.
Okay, that's my bad thing.
Yeah, no. That's still a stranger, honey.
This woman was like, she was going somewhere and I was like, oh, come with me, I'm going the same way. And I just stood next to her, started talking, I was like, oh, so how are you then? And she was just like looking at me like, if you don't get the fuck.
No, you don't have to, babes.
I know for a fact she thought I've asked the wrong person. And as I was doing that, I was like, am I doing something weird here? Should I just walk ahead of her and just not say a word?
I get it because it feels weird, but no, absolutely not. You're already doing them a favour by saying, follow me, follow me.
True. And she had luggage, so I kept waiting for her.
Oh, God.
So I was just like,
no.
down the stairs, I'd like wait for her for a little bit. I bet she actually probably think she thought, get away from me.
No, I just literally be like, I'm going that same direction if you want to follow me, and then just keep it moving.
Oh,
and then obviously you have to lead the way because you're the one that knows the way. So yeah, you can follow me. Follow me.
Oh, she thinks I'm a weirdo.
So hopefully she just thinks that you were just a friendly person. But no one in London wants to chat to anyone in the morning. Let's just have it straight. Do you know what I mean? We're not.
I don't mind a little. I find people interested. I don't mind a little conversation in the morning with someone I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, because I really enjoy like lying. You know that? Like as
Oh,
in
like
like
the
Uber
storytelling of it
drivers,
all.
I just get in there and I
Yeah.
just start being like, yeah, man, what do you do? I just start, I run.
Yeah, no.
I will lie to the end of the world.
It's not really a bit of me. Not in the morning anyway. Maybe if you catch me in the afternoon and an evening. But in the morning, no.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be sociable
Well,
at all.
I fucked up there that morning.
Well, at
this
least you
morning,
helped her
Thursday.
get to where she needed
Yeah,
to go.
yeah. I hopefully she's fine and she's got to King's Cross safely and she's going to wherever she needs to go because that woman looked stressed.
Yeah.
But you know, it is well.
But I'm not good with directions just in general because I'm left and right dyslexic.
Tell me more.
I don't know my left and right.
Nor do I.
So the only reason I know my left and right is because I've got my rings on. So I know that's my left hand.
Okay.
That's about it. But if someone was like, oh, stand to my left, I'd be like,
Do you know what fucks me over? When people are like, to my left. When you can on my left. I don't know
is their left always the opposite to your left?
Girl, I have to like face where they're facing. Yeah, so it is opposite to your left.
Always the opposite.
Yeah.
So basically, someone's right hand is what your right hand is someone's left hand.
Girl, I don't, depending on what way you're facing.
Oh my God, it's too much.
But it really spins me. I'll be honest, like sometimes when I put on shoes, I have to look where the arch is on the shoe.
Yeah, same.
Like, I don't just The worst is putting kids' shoes on. Jesus Christ.
I do it wrong all the time.
When I have to put kids' shoes on, I was like, I don't actually know, buddy. What's left or right here?
I just have to see what shoe is whether it's going this way or that way.
Let it be one of them shoes that don't have curves in it. I'm like, buddy, We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I hate putting clothes on babies.
I still get stressed out at roundabouts when I'm driving sometimes because I'm just like, oh my God. The people on the left have to wait. And I'm like, but what's the left? I just get so stressed. The people on the right.
Give way to the right.
Give way to the right, right?
Are roundabouts things anywhere else but England? Because I feel
they
like
have them in Europe. There's a lot of roundabouts in Greece. When I went to Mykonos, they were everywhere.
But why did your face like that? I don't know if I've seen a roundabout anywhere else but England.
Do they have them in America?
I don't think they have them in. Yeah, I do travel all the time. I should know that, but I've never driven abroad.
I would
never drive as in,
abroad.
Especially in America when they say it's the left side of the lane or whatever. Nigeria is like that as well.
I don't know what that means.
God will help me and you if I have to drive it abroad. It's actually my worst nightmare.
I didn't realise that we were driving on the right side in England. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Like if
our wheel is on the right side of the car.
Oh, so is it the wheel, not the roads? So the roads are not on the left. I've got no idea.
I don't know.
Right? I'm telling you, I'm left and right dyslexic.
But thankfully, we don't have to drive abroad.
Yeah.
And I don't even believe in things like that. Do you know people go abroad and start making it their home? It's not your home. Like,
no,
I don't
Nick does that. He always wants to hire a car.
No.
Whenever we travel, he hires a car.
No.
He wants to drive everywhere.
This
he
place
loves
is
driving.
not my home.
I'm just like, no.
The worst is, which my mum is, people that cook on holiday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or else it's like a fun, we're going to make breakfast together.
Yeah, breakfast.
To be cooking
No,
dishes.
I don't like cooking on holiday. I like to be served.
I think it's hell. Like I said, it makes no sense to me. For me, holiday is holiday from every single one of my responsibilities. Like, I will deal with the money I have spent when I get home. Because as soon as I land in that Gatwick, I'm back in pain.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So I don't believe in cooking. I don't believe in driving abroad. I don't believe in doing anything that I have to do at home.
When we went to, oh my God, I went to Spain, but what part of Spain did I go to? I can't even.
Marbella?
No, it wasn't Marbella. It begins with, oh my God, where the fuck did I go, bro? I can't remember, but I went to Spain in the summer and the food at that hotel, like, oh my God, it slapped. And they did like that all you can eat. And sometimes that's very hit and miss in hotels. I mean, this was a 5-star hotel, just saying. But
sorry.
Sorry. The food slaps. Like when I say me and my family, like every day we were ready at 9:30.
You know what? You don't miss breakfast.
We were like, we're not missing this shit. Like,
I will be
and
there.
my brother-in-law, like that man can eat for Britain. Like he would have mountains of like literally a mountain. But they had everything. They had like American breakfast, full English breakfast. They had Spanish breakfast. They had like they literally had everything. They had like everything you could possibly have on a charcuterie board, all of the desserts, all of the donuts, all of the teas, all of the there
is nothing Audrey talks passionately about more than food.
I love food.
Like your eyes are glistening. You're salivating.
I'm salivating
so happy to be here when you talk about food.
Because there was this one peach cake and everyone in my family knew like that I loved it. And every day I would go down and I have like 3 or 4 slices of this peach cake. It absolutely, the softness, the gooiness of it all, oh my God, the juxtaposition of the goo and the softness of the sponge. But the light and dark of the sweetness and oh my God, that was a perfect cake. Whoever makes that cake, you are God's favorite. But the food slapped to the point where we weren't even trying to like go out and explore. Because we were just so happy
you're one
to
of
eat
them holiday people.
Yeah, because we were just like, the food was so nice. I mean, we went to a couple of places, but why would I travel around when I can just get good food here?
Because you see the place you went to go visit.
Yeah,
Might as well
but
stay in a nice hotel in the UK.
no, but it was everything. Shout out that hotel, man. It slapped.
We haven't been on holiday together in a while.
We actually haven't.
No.
When was the last one? Don't say Vegas. No, we went to Romania.
Romania was our last holiday together. Wait, before that, was it Vegas? It can't have been Vegas.
It can't have been. Where have we been?
We haven't done anything. We've been in the same country at the same time, but we haven't actively been.
Yeah,
like,
we've been in Ghana together.
Together, but not like, hey, we're gonna go away together. We should do that. That would be fun.
Yeah,
I miss girl trips. I feel like you get to a certain age, suddenly it just stops.
Bring them back.
And also, this is the time it should come back. It's the time everyone has money again. When we were in our 20s, sharing rooms in like shitty hotel rooms. God, I've stayed. No,
we really struggled like back then. Boy.
I stayed in bad.
But it's mad because if you think about it, it was like one hotel room split between 5 people.
And then we'll be like, we'll say something dumb like, it's fine, we're going to come here to sleep anyway.
Oh my,
no, we're not. No. We're going to hang around here more than we think we are. Like,
now,
we're not just going to come and sleep.
That can't run. Like now, absolutely not. Like
someone will bring a boy back and you're sitting in the corridor.
Yeah, exactly. God, no. That's actually right. Well, you have to go bunk up. What kind of life is go sleep with the other friends like, because there's another 5 in another room.
What kind of life
so
is
2
this?
Hotel rooms for 5 nights or whatever, split between like 15 people.
No, we wouldn't have that. But it was just like we just used to stay in.
But it's a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage. But I never did that. The whole like Lanzarote, I've never done that holiday. So I've never like experienced anything like quite bad. Like my first holiday was to Miami, but I was quite grown. I was like 23.
How old are you when your first holiday? 23?
Yeah, my first
like
girls
with
trip.
friends.
With friends. Yeah,
my first holiday was after college.
Wow, that was young.
Yeah. I was about like 18. Yeah, straight after college.
Yeah, I never did any.
Because I remember on the flight back was when I got my A-level results.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I remember on the flight back from college, I got my A-level results, and that's when I found out like I'd got to uni.
Oh,
like I remember that very, very specifically.
Yeah.
It's a picture of me like crying in the plane because I like got to uni.
Yeah, no, I never did any of that. I kind of wish I did, but yeah. But when I went to Miami, and I went with Nadia, and there was bare of us, and we had like 3 rooms.
Did you fall out with someone in Miami?
I didn't. I am quite tolerable on holiday.
Yeah.
But the other girls absolutely fell out.
Miami, if you ever want to read, do you know people that message in to be like, I hate my friend. I don't know how to get rid of them, blah, blah, blah. You guys should go in Miami together.
Yeah, that will give
and
you
I can
closure.
Almost confirm by the time you come back home, you stop talking.
Facts.
I don't know what it is about that place. I don't know what they've put in Florida water. I don't know what they've put into Live, King of Diamonds, which is now closed down. Whatever they put into that Miami place, if you go there with your friends, guarantee you will fight.
No, the fights that we had, that the girls had there,
guarantee
so
you will come home not talking to each other again.
It was Nadia and someone else.
Yeah.
And they fell out over something dumb. It was like a disposable camera.
No, as in, it's not your friendship. Yeah. It's Miami.
It's the city. It's the
Miami
city
will make
city
you
of Miami.
Like stop talking, like it, without a fact.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, sorry.
Yeah.
Miami is the first place I'd ever saw a gun face to face in my life.
Sheesh.
And I said, okay.
When I went to Miami, I remember because I went for Memorial Weekend, and when we landed, I had the worst hay fever I've ever had in my whole entire life. I remember we got there and I was like, I need to find a pharmacy ASAP. Like, I need one like thingy quickly. And I just remember seeing this guy, and he had a really nice body. And I remember just seeing loads of really good looking guys. And it's so crazy because, you know, we always talk about, at the time, I felt like I was so fat. When I looked at the pictures, oh my God. Like disgusting. Yeah. Like disgustingly, like thin. I looked fine.
Yeah.
And there was this guy, and he had a tattoo on his belly of like an elephant, and then the trunk going.
That's disgusting. Like, what kind of human being does that? What would make someone do that?
And that was like one of the first memories I had of that holiday.
That was the first time, because I think Miami was my first time ever in America. And that was the first time I remember a man begging to lick me out.
Oh yeah,
I could not believe it. Like as in, it was like, I'll eat your ass, man. I was
like, they don't care. They've been eating us.
Like, I'd actually rather you went nowhere near my ass.
We think we're so revolutionary now.
Oh no,
they've been doing it.
Oh, remember in Vegas? As in, as in, it's just like, why are you like asking me to do this?
They don't care. It's nothing.
Yeah, and I think back then as well, the stupid boys in this country were still saying they're not
Bocats.
So then I was just like, this is revolutionary.
These times they were all secretly Bocats, man.
Why were they so adamant to be like, we're not Bocats?
I don't know. I think it is like a thing from Jamaica. And it just kind of trickled down because I know Jamaican men are notorious for like not going down.
Jamaica, the Caribbean, whatever. Have you seen Mr. Loverman yet?
Yeah, I started watching it yesterday.
I finished it all yesterday.
Do you know what? Yeah, I've only just finished episode 1.
So Mr. Loverman is a TV show on BBC and it's about a couple. No, well, it's about It's about a gay couple, basically.
Massive spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, no, I think from the offset.
I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah, from the onset, they're gay. So like, it's about a gay couple who are, but in the outside were their best friends.
Yeah.
So one of them is that at one point they were both married, but one of them is still married, but that they still have this affair that's been going on for like
Uncle Morris or whatever
decades.
his name is.
Yeah. So like ultimately, it's just kind of like the blowout of what this affair was going to look like, and then in them kind of like being free. And it was really, really interesting watching it, because I was watching it feeling so sorry for this couple who haven't got to live their lives as boldly as they want to, right? Like they're Caribbean, Christian, and it's massively looked up, like for them, it was definitely looked down on. Religion and culturally, and also they're older, so that, and it was really funny watching one of them be incredibly homophobic, but convince himself that he's like, he's incredibly homophobic. And I always find it interesting how many people are something but are really against it. Like when people are anti-black and they're black, people who are incredibly homophobic and they're gay and things like that. So it's really like fascinating watching it. And then you see that and you want them to be together, you want them to be free, but then also you watch the wife. Who has to deal with a husband who doesn't touch her, who's not interested in her, and her heartbreak as well.
Because the wife, because I'm very early on, I couldn't figure out, because there's a disdain that she has for her husband.
She
from episode one,
him.
she can't stand him. You know, opening scene, like he stumbles in wasted, and the way she looked, the acting is incredible. Like the way she just looks at him with such disgust.
But I think in her eyes, she thought. She assumed he was like sleeping with women.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so
blah, blah,
I
blah,
wasn't
blah.
sure, and like maybe this will be revealed later as I watch it. I wasn't sure if she secretly knew.
No, she had no idea.
She had no idea. Okay, so I was like, because sometimes you hear these stories and the wife deep down knew, or there were little nuggets there or little clues here or there, but they just in such denial that they kind of just like compartmentalize it. But she definitely has an inkling that he was fucking around.
Yeah.
But okay,
she had no idea it was like
she did
men.
say that.
Yeah.
And he said in the beginning, he was like, episode 1,
You're the only woman I've
You're the only woman I've ever
And he wasn't lying. He
actually
was
not
saying
lying
the damn
at
truth.
all. Yeah.
But it was just really interesting to me watching that, because like the story makes you want to be like, cheer for this gay couple to be like, oh, I hope you get together. I hope you guys get to be free. But also, it's so incredibly unfair to the women who have to like be with partners who don't want to be there. Who don't want to be with them, and not just want to be with them because it's them. They just don't want to be with a woman in any way, shape, or form. And because I feel like sometimes when you think about them women, their anger for it makes them feel like they're homophobic. But no, it's because they've been betrayed by their partner.
Yeah, definitely. Like, because you know something's wrong, but you can't pinpoint it.
Yeah.
And it's like you are at a loss in that situation because you're married, but you're actually not really reaping any of the rewards of marriage. Like in their marriage, they obviously had children. And it's just a very hostile environment. And you can see that in her character. Like she's very bitter and she's very angry.
I kind of want to talk about bitterness, anger, and like stress in Black women, because it ages us so much. And like, just speaking of like aunties that I've met or my aunties or whatever, a lot of this kind of like disdain on life and bitterness and anger is stemmed from men really fucking with their lives.
A lot of the time it is like,
and they just don't forgive it. Like they just cannot get over like dire relationships. They cannot get over like the cards that they've been dealt. And like the truth is, like stress and hypertension and this kind of bitterness we're holding is really dead enough Black women.
Oh, 100%.
Like it's a proper thing to be like, yo. But like so many of them sit in this like, they will not be happy. They just kind of like, this is my personality now. I am sad. I am angry. I am bitter. And they never seem to try to get out of it in their lives.
Yeah, definitely. I think that a lot of the time when people are like that, I don't actually think they recognize it as that. I think that they've just internalized it so much. I think they actually just see it as they're just existing in this body, in this way of, in this way of life. But I don't think that they realize how it comes across. I feel like when you're on the receiving end of it, like you can identify what those things are. It's like, no, you are angry.
Yeah,
like you're not a happy person.
Angry.
And they obviously they know that they're not happy, but I don't think that they realize that because I don't know, I just feel like a lot of it is
Do you think it ever have a come to Jesus moment?
I think that is so deep rooted in like culture and upbringing, and just because a lot of it stems from we don't talk about our feelings.
Yeah.
Like we're not raised, especially older generations. Obviously, we're doing so much better now and we're putting our mental health first. We're having conversations, we're building community. Like women are doing things differently now. And I feel like a lot of us are learning from our mums and our aunts. We're like, we don't want to end up like these women. But I feel like these women, they didn't have those tools.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Every generation gets better because we you know, the tools are there, like the information is there, the books are there, but they didn't have that. Like my mum's not like that at all. Like she's someone that loves life. And I feel like she's recognized that though, because she's seen a lot of like her friends
who
getting
are
sick,
miserable
like
and
young, like
sick.
friends that are like her
Yeah.
age and stuff that are just
So
coming up with these
hypertension, high blood
diseases and just
pressure,
like,
all of this,
and dying young
yeah.
or, you know, in and out of hospital on medication. And I think she's seen that and she's made like a conscious effort to be like, no, like how you live life can, and obviously some things are out of people's control. So please, we're not trying to say that anybody that's sick is always because of that. But like a lot of the time it is, because you notice it is the same sort of illnesses and stuff that are
and also the
reoccurring.
work they do, right? A lot of them like work nights or very early mornings, and they do that
All
for
of that
years
stuff takes
and
a toll on
years
your
and
body.
years, and they're tired. And like they're not even people that even prioritize rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Like your mom's not gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna go on a spa day. Like they don't prioritize rest, they don't prioritize just sit down and relax.
And they're also, because a lot of them are in like positions of care in terms of like their jobs.
They're looking after people.
So they're looking after people all the time. Then sometimes dealing with like racist, abusive people. Like I feel like all of those things like are gonna contribute to just like your
I find
physical.
aunties, so I find them as a dynamic, and I say aunties, I mean the broad case of like, I think even like Asian aunties, all of that, I think they're all very
just
similar
in general,
just how they like. It's like it's quite sad to watch. I'm just like, I want them to have a come to Jesus moment to be like, hey, actually.
I do think a lot of them it's been off the back of like traumatic relationships.
No, a lot
like
of it has been, you know?
and carrying men on their heads in general.
And the men will leave and will become fine.
And the men have taken advantage of that, knowing that women oftentimes have been put in a position where they've been told that they have to stick it out. Like in order to have like a successful marriage, you don't walk away, you tolerate things. Oh, that thing, he's just cheating. Like, but all of these things absolutely take a toll on you. I'm sorry, I don't care.
And a lot of those women who are like the breadwinners of the house.
On top of
on top of this, it's even me that's making money in this house. It's even me that's working my ass off and trying to make things happen. I know it sounds bad, but I really kind of love it when women have that moment of that. When older women leave their whatless husbands, I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, well done.
Sometimes it takes 30 years.
Yeah.
But if they get there, they get there.
It always takes when all the kids have left.
Yeah.
When the kids have left, and just like, what are we doing?
And you can see the man in his uselessness.
Yeah.
Like, and do you know what's so mad? Actually, just going back to what you said about the women are working as well. That must be so conflicting, because you've got all these like cultural pressures telling you that a man is the head, what he says goes. But a lot of that is really, really closely related to money and income and being the breadwinner. So that must be so frustrating, knowing that you sometimes, in some cases, you're making more, you're bringing more money to the table, but you still have to come home and kind of lean into those traditional roles. That would drive me fucking crazy.
And so I had a story the other day, right? So there is this like couple who have come from Nigeria and I've got their papers or whatever. And like, I think the job they got was dependent, them getting their papers or visas was dependent on the job they got here. So this guy's working here, whatever. So he's working and he starts like chatting up some girl at work. So he says that the girl was like, she's not interested. But he said his Nigerian brain told him that it meant he should go harder. he should try harder. So he's like trying harder. He's like texting her all the time. And like at one point, apparently she was off sick. And so he's like texted her to be like, hey, feel better, whatever. And then he's now started sending her dick pics. Apparently, because he's got this wonder dick that's going to solve her problem. Can't wait for her to get back into work, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, she goes to report everything this man is doing. So now he's in a situation where he's going to lose his job and probably lose his visa. His wife doesn't know what he's doing at work. You fucking idiot. So now they're in a place of that, like, their visas are probably attached to each other now. Now, because you wanted to chat up a girl who told you she's not interested, but your Nigerian brain said work harder. What does that mean?
That's his man brain.
So now they're going to have to be taken back. Yeah. Use your Nigerian brain in Nigeria now.
Exactly. These are the things that I just think that they just don't consider. And these are the things, like, examples like that are so frustrating to the women on the other side. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, you're just not thinking, and it's all gonna fall on me to like pick up the pieces, all because you just wanted to, like, all of that shit is so frustrating, like so frustrating. I saw like another TikTok actually about I think we've talked about it here before, involuntary competence.
Incompetence,
this thing that men do, and this woman done this whole TikTok about her husband. He came up to her and he was just like, oh, can you wrap my mum's birthday present? And that sounds like,
but why didn't you just buy a gift bag? Get out of my face, man.
And she was just like, she told him no. You know, and then she proceeds to go on this whole spiel about how you don't realize that people asking you to do these tasks, what it actually kind of
I mean, to be fair, I probably would have done it. I can't lie.
yes, I mean exactly, but I would have done it
Yeah, sure, cool,
because
whatever.
we convince ourselves, oh, I'm just better at these things.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
actually, a lot of the times, it's not really about being better. It's something that if you just fucking do it, you can get a grip on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like men find ways of doing the maddest things all the time, things that are far more complicated than wrapping a gift. But she was like, no, because if I wrap it for you, that's now going to become my responsibility next time to buy the present. And then buying the present means that now it's my responsibility to remember your mum's birthday every year. And remembering your mum's birthday means it's now my responsibility to make sure that I find something she likes. And it's never just as simple as just wrapping a gift. It's like it starts off by a small favor, but actually when you unpack what it can potentially lead to, then you just take on all these tasks.
But when is that, hey, I'm just naturally better at these things and you do other things in the house as well? When is that or when is that a problem? Do you know what I mean? Because I think I'll just naturally be like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm better. I like buying gifts. I'm better with this kind of stuff. But then you take other stuff. Because I think someone might see that in their relationship, like, I'm going to implement this as well. But yours doesn't have that.
Yeah, exactly. I think that there is things that naturally one person is better.
I'm just better
but
at
it just depends on
and I think that happens in all partnerships. Like there's things that you do because you're better at it.
Yeah,
and it's not me being incompetent or vice versa. It's just, hey, this person's more skilled at this thing. Let them do it.
Yeah.
And it's not this person taking the piss out of you. This is why I hate relationship content. And she says,
yeah. But the thing is, I don't think that. I think it depends on the dynamics. I do think that sometimes, excuse me, in relationships, especially like heterosexual relationships, it does oftentimes lead to a woman just doing more labor. And I don't even think it's always intentional, by the way. I don't think that a guy, I genuinely can believe that a guy can be like, can you wrap my mum's present because you're better at it, isn't coming from a deep-rooted place of like, well, next time I'm going to, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I genuinely think, but I also understand her point of view in that like, it is often how it starts. Do you know what I mean? And then the next thing you know, you're taking on so much stuff because, again, it isn't just about wrapping the present. It will be next time you have to pick out the present. Next time you have to remember your mum's birthday. And then it's kind of like taking away responsibility from him. So I do think there's a difference between like, okay, you're good at this, but I think that we also have to make it a thing whereby like, if they are good at something, making sure they do it. Because I think that sometimes we will just take it on as women. Like, it would be something like, I don't know, I can't even think of what it is, but oftentimes I'm that person. So when she said that, it was so relatable because I was just like, yeah, no, it is all my responsibility to remember everybody's birthdays, to remember to buy the gifts and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I'm really good at making sure that Nick does what he needs to do. So the things that I'm not good at, like, you will do this, you will do that. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think that you have to make a conscious effort because at the end of the day, in a relationship, you are going to lean on each other. I don't necessarily think we should go so far to the left where it's so separate and like no one wants to do anything, because otherwise what are you in the relationship for? Like if you can't do little things for your partner, if you can't help each other out, if you can't be a partnership and lean on each other. But I do often think that more labor is put on women just in general. And we often absolve men of the things that they should be doing just to like take the load off of us. Yeah. So when I saw that, I was just like, yeah, I hear it, sis. I hear it.
Also, another TV show that I watched. Well, I've been here talked about Sweet Bobby before. Well, Sweet Bobby is in Sweet Bobby the podcast because I absolutely thought it was a great podcast. I think I've like suggested it before. Yeah, and it's now been like it's done that great pipeline of from podcast to Netflix show. Yeah, and it's now like a Netflix documentary, right? And you watched the documentary, but I didn't listen to the podcast.
No.
Anytime I watch anything that involves a world where someone's being catfished,
it's so foreign to me.
Rarely do I think I'm better than people. In those moments, I'm better than that.
I just know that would never happen to me.
But especially the whole like I can't see you. Like, what do you mean? Like the only way you can catfish me is I met you,
which low-key did happen to her though.
No, because when she met him, he was all like, okay, so catfish is Sweet Bobby is the story of a girl called Kieran.
Yeah.
And she is kind of like catfished by someone close to her, that they're this man. And like she dates this man for 8 years. 8 years.
I think she also low-key broke off her engagement because of this as well, you know.
8 years she dated this man for. And in that time, she never heard him speak.
No, she did.
But he was all like, oh, his voice is a bit croaky,
but there was always something.
Every single time she tried to FaceTime him, Skype him, whatever, he suddenly couldn't see, suddenly wasn't available, blah, blah, blah. It was just typing and just groans up, Am I a,
Yeah. No, the mad thing was
am I a mug?
he got shot 6 times and was
Said
in
he got
witness
shot.
protection. That was like, what do you mean he got
He
shot 6
told
times
her,
and now
I got
he's in?
shot 6 times. I'm now in New York, I'm in a protection. There was another time he told her, I'm in London, I'm coming to see you.
No, that one was mad. Because basically what happened was she was going through it like, so he was in witness protection. And do you know, oh my, no, I'm actually
Witness
deep in it.
protection, my
I'm
fucking
actually
back
fucking
thoughts.
deep in it because obviously none of it turned out to be real. So I'm actually fucking deep in the person that perpetrated this is sick. Yeah, you are fucking sick.
No,
sis.
she's sick. Yeah,
You're actually sick. Do you know why she's fucking sick? Because there was a point where Bobby had been shot 6 times and he was in witness protection. So he
Are you 50 Cent?
so they had taken him from Kenya to New York. Yeah.
Why?
To go and be in witness protection. But then there was a point where like he was going through it quite heavily because of all the trauma. And there was a point where he was paralyzed in a coma and had a stroke. But somehow he found the energy to like to text, yeah. So the reason why the person is sick is because there was a point where Kira was like really going through it because Bobby was like on her all the time.
You're like, where
like,
are you?
He was like, where are you? He was being controlling,
Mm-hmm.
like on her
man,
nuts.
that's not real.
On her nuts. So she was like, okay, this is getting a bit out of hand. Then like her grandma died and she was going through like really deep family trauma. So she was like, listen, you need to come. You need to come and be here for me because you've gone through all of that and I've been there for you. And also don't forget to add the fucking wife and the kids.
No. I said,
no, it's all mad.
The thing is, it's a sick play. I just don't know, not to victim shame, if that can run for 8 years.
No, 8 years. That couldn't even run for 8 days, bro.
No, like it can't. Like, do you know it's impossible for someone to meet me online?
I would have cut you off so quickly.
Like you can't meet me online, even if you see my DMs. Okay, let's meet then.
Because the first series of Catfish, I can understand because I didn't even know what a fucking catfish was until like I didn't know that people were doing that.
Was a thing.
So so I can understand. But by season 8, 9, like come
2.
on. Exactly. We know now that the people are out here doing that. So wouldn't you be extra diligent?
We're seeing
like
face to face.
It's actually mad. But Sweet Bobby was mental because when the London thing, so she's going through it with her family. So she's like, listen, you need to fucking be here for me. I've had enough. Because also he comes from a well-to-do family, allegedly.
Apparently.
So money's not an issue.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so he's like, okay, cool, I'm coming. So
but
she
wait,
gives
how
him.
did he suddenly just recover?
Oh yeah, bro, I can't
He's
even remember
speaking.
all of that because he was paralyzed, had a stroke, and was in a coma at one point. But he was texting. Okay, so I
have a headache and I can't text.
So I don't know how. I can't remember what the pipeline was between his recovery and him getting on the plane. But eventually he comes. He's like, okay, I'm getting on the plane. Sends her the flight details. She's tracking the flight because obviously you can do that these days. She's tracking the flight. She sees he's arrived. He gives her the name of this luxury hotel in London that he's staying at. So she's like, oh, when am I going to see you? Because obviously the whole point of you coming is to come see me. He's like, oh, just give me a couple of days. I need to sort a few things out.
Days?
I need a couple of days to just sort things out, whatever, let me get settled. A couple of days goes by. She's like, can I come see you? He's like, oh, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. No, are you going to come see me? No, I don't think that's a good idea. Can I come to you? No, I don't think that's a good idea. Excuses upon excuses. She goes to the hotel, gives the name, and then the hotel's like, we have no one by that name staying here.
And then he calls and he's like, I told them not to come. If you don't go to the hottest
I'm not victim shaming, but that's mental.
Do you know what? This is why I think, this is the reason why so many things happen. This is the reason why women are on the internet crying about being single, about being like, oh, I'm 30, I'm going to die. This is why people are staying in awful relationship because it's like, oh, like, I'm 25, if I leave him, I'm going to be finished. And people are letting people run them for a mug for 8 years. It's because society has made women feel like with that relationship, you are actually worthless. Being desperately seeking love is so dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, actually, like, it's not even a key. It's not even like, oh, it's actually so dangerous.
It can put you in the maddest situation
of so many women because they are so desperately gagging for love because society has told them they're not okay without it. Or like romantic love, shall I say, or they're not real without it, they're not full without it, they're not whole without it, and they're running out of time. Because what the fuck else? We can't. Oh God.
Yeah, no.
I wish a man could.
Yeah, because that could just never be me. And I agree with what you're saying because at the end of the day, I get it. Like, we've sat here and we've said there's nothing wrong with wanting love. There's nothing even wrong with being active. But I think a lot of these people have gone past the point of just being active and looking. Like, when you're on the verge of when you're actually desperate, you will put up with anything. You will settle for anything. You'll believe anything.
Also, why is no one considering a digital footprint? Before that, I think the first video I saw of the woman crying saying that she's single, I was like, oh, poor thing, man. Like, this is sad. You lot still do. Get the fuck out of my face. It's like my patience rate is actually running out because it's like, Come on.
Yeah.
And why are you crying on the internet? Why are you crying on the internet
Just
about
in-
it?
yeah, just
like
in-
sobbing. And like, I don't trust people that cry on the internet.
Yeah, it's very
Because my thing
performative.
is, there are many steps before you uploaded that.
Mhm.
You cannot tell me anybody has uploaded a video before watching it back.
Of course not. No one just...
So you sat
unless
there
you're literally on live.
and you watched yourself sob and you
Mhm.
thought, yeah, let's get this there.
It's always...
And if I'm talking on the internet and I start to feel tears, I'm like, well, let's wrap that shit up. Thank you guys very much. Bye.
Unless you're genuinely being filmed for something and you start crying. But in terms of people like uploading their crying videos.
And do you know why they lie? Because they even have to put text on it.
Exactly.
So you...
It
God, you have to edit it.
It is always performative. So it is always performative. Please correct me in the hashtag if there's an incident where it's not outside of you're being filmed for something.
And before you edit it, right, your ears have to be clear of the tears.
Yeah.
So you've had to like wipe.
Yeah, because you have to be audible.
You have to calm down.
Yeah, you still have to be audible.
So even when you did it, you cried or whatever. Cool. Before she was editing to put the context in, the text in, to put a caption, you would have had to calm down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
You
can't cry and be editing. Chop. Overlay.
And do you know how hard it is to edit? Sometimes you edit that shit on CapCut or whatever editing.
Music. What song should I add?
There are too many steps.
No, you're not. It's
before we got to posting.
Always performative.
There are too many steps.
There is not a single world
many steps
where you cry on camera and you upload the video after. Again, I'm making a very clear distinction. If you're being filmed and you cry, that's different. If you upload a video of yourself crying, it is always performative and it's for attention. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Because the same with me, like if I feel emotional, I'm probably not going to be filming myself. Like if I'm feeling emotional, if I'm about to cry, I don't usually have a camera.
There's only one time I've cried on the internet and I know exactly what it is. And it wasn't
laughter?
cry. Kind of. It was snowing and I'd fallen down twice and my neighbour was laughing at me. And I made it Instagram story, but this fucking prick, if I catch her. And in my anger and laughing, I cried. But even then, no caption, just flung it on.
Yeah.
You lot are like sobbing and be like, oh, you're 30 and you're single and you're gonna die alone. Again, I understand it. I get it. But we cannot let this desperately seeking allow... I'm so sorry if this sounds so judgy.
Poor decisions.
You know what? I'm not even sorry.
No, it's dumb.
I didn't see you for 8 years and you're not in prison. I'm not a prison babe.
And the thing is, I know that it was kind of like a different time then because, do you know what I mean? Because maybe we're judging her based on today's standards.
Do you know what makes me sick?
But back then it was like Facebook. Facebook was the lick back then though.
But also she... And I know the thing is, the girl who catfished was a mastermind. The girl was bare different people.
Yeah, because
the girl was a mastermind. The girl smashed it. But for me, even if I believe you're a real person, because you haven't seen me, you're mugging me off.
Yeah.
Do you know? Even if I believe that you're real, blah 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 blah, but because you refuse to see me, you refuse to meet up with me, I've offered to come to New York. You disrespected me.
Yeah, and
so
you come to London. That's exactly it. Because the issue isn't that she thought he was real, because I can see why she thought he was real.
Of course she did, yeah.
He had actually taken pictures of like the real person.
She'd done everything.
Like everything was done to perfection. It was literally a masterclass in catfishing. I can understand that she built up a whole entire family for this person. She had all profiles. She made sure every profile had a substantial amount of followers.
She gave them the relationship
problems. Everybody was interacting with each
it.
other. Everyone's status, like that is all wasted talent. Like, I don't know where she needs to channel that energy.
Yeah.
But I can see why she fell for it. But at the point where like you're now in London
you won't see me.
And you won't see me, I can't come to New York and see you. And there's always an excuse why we can't see face to face. That's when my antennas would go up. And it could not run for 8 years.
And also,
it would never happen to me.
They never video called.
Yeah, that part.
Come on.
I mean, come on.
We didn't even video.
Yeah, I mean, sis.
You couldn't even do small, what are you wearing on the video call? You couldn't even, you're touching yourself on the video call. I said, what have you been doing for 8 years? Just talking. Did you just get out my face?
I need to know what kind of voice changing app she used.
I need to see you wanking on the video calls to make sure you're a real person.
It's just no. It's just
because what are we doing here?
But yeah, I do feel really sorry for her. And by the end of it, she was kind of just like talking about how she wasted her best years. I mean, she still looks great and all the rest of it, but like, you know, she was talking about how she wasted her good years. She doesn't know she's ever going to be a mum because she channeled so much energy
into this person
that turned out to not be real.
And the thing is, the person who catfished her was a close person to her, right? What do you think would make someone close to you do that to you? Is it like jealousy? Is it like, why have you done
if
that?
I'm going to do that, it has to be to my enemy or it has to be to a stranger.
And honestly, after a month, I'll be bored.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. After
But maybe,
I'll be like,
no,
boy,
but
whatever,
maybe
I'm
you
bored.
get some sort of kicks out of it. Because you've got to remember, they were together as well. So she's there talking about this guy and you're with the person that's actually doing it. It showed that there were times where it makes sense because she would be on her phone and then suddenly she'd be on her Apple Watch, whatever. Is it called Apple Watch?
What would you call it?
I called it iWatch the other day. And then she'd be getting these messages. So she had no idea. This is someone she was close with. She didn't mention it. Maybe the other person's account, she will talk about some sort. Maybe she did something to her.
She should have never called her.
She should have never called her a fat ass Kelly Price.
You should have never called me a fat ass Kelly Price.
But that's actually scary to think that you could do something to someone. I'm not even saying that's what happened because she never mentioned it, that she did anything to her. We don't know the reason why she targeted her. But you can do something to someone, they can hold it and want to seek that revenge.
Thank you for making that point, because this is why I don't very much fuck with people who are like, they don't like confrontation and they don't want to, because what are you keeping inside of your heart? What are you keeping inside it? And confrontation doesn't have to be an argument. It's just, hey, this thing bothered me. But your resentment, you're piling it up. One day you will catfish me.
Yeah, because the thing is...
Because you have piled it up to the rim because you are so like, I'm not going to say anything to her, I'm not going to say to her. People like that scare me.
And the person that is...
You are scary.
The person that you've got this resentment towards, they're going to do more things just purely based on the fact that they're human.
And their cup is never empty. You keep filling that cup, getting more and more angry.
That's mad. I don't know if she wanted to play out some sort of weird story. I've got no idea, but it was very, very fucking wicked. Like, very, very, very wicked.
I'm trying to think what someone could do to me for me to say I'm going to catfish them.
You'd have to, the thing is, I think that's a very specific form of revenge. So it would have, do you know what I mean? So I always think that if you're going to get people back, you have to get them back in a context that makes sense for them. So clearly, she was preying on the fact that this person in her life was desperately seeking love and all the rest of it. So she thought, how can I get her? Again, we don't know the reasons why she even wanted to seek the revenge in the first place, but she knew that would be her kind of like Achilles heel, and she played on it. And that's really sick because that's very, very like vindictive.
It's specific. It's a very specific kind
very
of hate.
Much so.
The closest thing I've done to catfish was, you remember back in the day, where you'd call the guy you're seeing and you pretend, and men were so, boys were so stupid.
They would actually come link
you. You'd be like, hey, it's Samantha. We met at Liquid and Envy.
Oh my God.
Stupid
we did that
boy.
so many times.
I used to bang that thing like, hey, we met at Barking Station the other day. He gave me, like, I gave him a number, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to link?
Shit. Yep.
And we'll be like, and the guys will be like, yeah, cool, what do you want to do? I'll be like, if you meet me at Barking at about like 7 o'clock, and me and my friends will go there watching this fucking dumb prick waiting for Samantha at Barking.
Yeah, we did that as well. We did that to my friend's boyfriend.
And the thing, watch him like, wow, you really came.
It's so dumb because they will actually leave their house to go link a stranger that they never met.
I
never met you, and you actually believed it. We did that to my
sicko.
friend's boyfriend back in the day when we were in uni, and
that
it was
means they were chain up girl left, right, and centre.
Babe, when we did it, it was so bad because it was actually just supposed to be better. My friend was even in on it. She was like, "Oh, let's just message him and just see." So we called him and we were just like, "Oh, do you remember me? Like we exchanged numbers at Stratford."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, I remember you, my friend's whole ass boyfriend." And then it was just like, and then he was like, yeah. And then we're like, oh, are you free tonight? And my friend wasn't even trying to catch him out. She didn't even think he was doing anything.
It was a kiki. Like, fuck off.
Right, exactly. But he was proper. And then it was like, he was proper asking for details and like trying to like link. And then me and my other friend were like in the background going, oh, this has gone too far. But he was proper on it and he proper went to Stratford. And then my friend was just so upset.
And I think it's good that he's so in Stratford, because otherwise it would have been like, I was just playing along as well. Yeah. Let's come and meet.
Exactly. But he went there and I remember he was like calling us and he was like, yo, I'm here. Like, I'm here. Where are you? And we're at the bus station. We're at the bus station where the bus 3 is or whatever. And then he was like, I'm here. I can't see. And my friend was just like, no, do you know what? I'm fucking done with him. And me and my other friend were just like, no, of course she wasn't.
Of course she wasn't done with him.
Of course she wasn't. But I do feel like I feel a bit funny about the whole decoy situation though.
No, it's out of order.
Like decoy, because I mean, that one's a bit different because you can still have some fucking discipline and some willpower and be like, really rack your brains and think, who did I meet?
Yeah.
Do you know? Because like even in Stratford that day, like really ask yourself that question.
And I called you a private number.
Exactly.
You're so
but some guys are like, I think they know they didn't, but it's just the prospect of it, just the thrill of it. Like, let me just go see if she's gonna rock up kind of thing. But I do think because like even back in the day on talk shows and stuff like that, when they used to do the whole decoy thing, I don't know that I agree with that as a solid way of catching someone cheating.
I think decoy in a way of that, like you plant that kind of decoy. I think is funny.
Where you get like a whole girl to like come and set them up.
A whole girl with them and set them up. That kind of feels that's not necessary.
Yeah, because they used to do that on talk shows all the time.
Yeah,
So they'd have the guy in a bar with like a secret camera.
And they put a sexy
and then
girl
they put a secret girl.
That was a bit
exactly.
much.
They put a sexy girl there, like being like, "Hey, buddy, like, want a beer?"
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm not saying that a man can't or a person, whoever, can't still show restraint, because you absolutely can, but that would have never happened.
That setup is mad, bro.
That would have never happened.
If you set me up at a bar with a guy who's specifically my type,
exactly,
I'm gonna chat to him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go home with him. No, we're gonna swap numbers. No, but we're gonna chat.
Exactly. Because there used to be whole ass decoy agencies that were like set up, dedicated to catching guys out.
I'll never forget this stupid bitch that tried to set me up to beat me up in Barking. Nobody hated me as much as the Gascoigne girls. I think their estate is now shut down, so that's why I can freely talk about it. And she called me. She was like, "Hey, babe, it's Tamika. You going to the fun fair?" And I was like, "This doesn't sound like Tamika."
What, they were pretending to be your tam?
Yeah, because they wanted me to go to the fun fair so they can beat me up.
That is fucking cruel.
They wanted to beat me the fuck up. And I was just like, "Oh, I don't know." She was like, "I was in Central Park." And Central Park at the time wasn't even, I was like, "Oh, dang, I'm sick. I'll go to the park. I'll go to the fun fair." You know, then until we used to love a fun fair.
Oh, fun fairs used to be the
fun
shit.
Fair.
I don't know how safe those rides are, man.
We used to bang
Some
out
of them
fun
feel
fair,
like,
you know?
we used to just go on random rides with random people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
And like £1 each, for like £2-3, go to fun fair, have a good day, get candy floss, go yard.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was had to leave my house. The Spirit of God said, "Cool,
Discernment.
Cool. Tamika." I was like, "Hey, babe, we still meet." She was like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Huh?"
It was a setup.
It was never her. Come to find out, it was the Gascoigne girls trying to beat me.
They were really trying to get you out of here.
I wasn't safe in Barking for a long time, man.
No.
Only because one of them decided she hate me. It was a long day.
See what
for
a
me.
hater will do.
Like, it was a long day.
No,
for
thank
me.
God for the spirit of discernment.
And also, she hated me because I'm mad. Because what else?
Yeah, when you're
like,
that
what
young,
what else?
Is
Yeah.
there? It's
She hated me
only
because of this
guys,
stupid
isn't
with my
it? Which
ex.
is
Yeah.
pathetic.
Like, what else?
Yeah.
It's like, go beat him up, sis.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to do with me.
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole
He's
ass
the one
man.
playing the both of us. Go beat him up. Why am I in it?
I feel like when girls used to do that, they used to think that if they take you out, like
that the guy will rate them for
but
beating
it's
me
just
up.
like, no.
But also, that man was a pig. But if you beat me up, he won't chat to you, you know?
Yeah, exactly. He's still loyal.
Like,
He's
yeah,
still
he
got
cheats,
he's
yeah.
got
But
loyalty.
I can't lie. If you bang me in my face, he's
he's
gonna
probably
pick my side.
come and try to find you.
Yeah.
Just to beat you up
He's
or
gonna
some
be
shit.
on my side. So
Yeah.
let's just be clear. But yeah, you can't. I don't know if you can catch me with things like that.
No, you can't. I'm sorry. Like, the only reason why I can say it with such chest is because I don't like strangers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even fucking like raving with strangers.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Audrey doesn't
I like to go to places where my people them are gonna
Yeah.
be. Like, I need to know, like, if I'm going on a night out or whatever, I need to know that a certain group of people that I know are gonna be there. I like familiarity.
You need a reference for everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
I
yeah.
need I don't like new experiences, really. So for me, I don't
How mad that is.
I know it's mad. Like, I don't like go into places where like, there's not going to be anyone there that I know. Like, what am I doing here, kind of thing. I need to know that my peoples are going to be there. So just off the back of that, I wouldn't like a random person online. No, like, everyone that I've ever dealt with in any way, shape or form has been co-signed.
Even if you chat me up online, cool, let's meet next week. I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry. Let's
We're
meet next week.
like, there's even more reason for you to meet
We'll meet straight
immediately,
away. Let's meet next week.
kind of thing. But it's like, it just would never happen. And then the other ways that I would meet people was in person.
Yeah.
So you can't reverse catfish. I can't meet you in person and now suddenly I'm talking to your mate. Do you know what I mean?
Ultimately, after the second time you've let me down and didn't show up, I'm done.
Yeah, because my time is valuable.
I'm done.
So just for the sheer fact that you're wasting my fucking time, and I want to link you, like, a relationship is, especially if the person's in proximity. Because, if the person's in proximity, then there's no excuses.
Yeah, so it's a victim shame. But
Sorry, this
like,
one, like, and the thing is, I feel bad and I'm sorry that, you got catfish and everything, but at the
I'm
end
so
of the-
definitely in everything, but I'm not friends with you anymore. Like, so you come, I don't
Yeah.
and everything.
But no.
But
it could
was
just never be me.
like
But shout out
a
her,
real,
man.
a real shit show.
Yeah, that was a hot mess.
Like, yeah.
It was when I got shot 6 times and I put that in the group chat. I was like, witness protection.
What film are you filming
It
right
just
now,
sounds like
sir?
fucking Taken
Who-
or some
like,
shit.
Nobody that talks to me has got shot 6 times.
But they all do that though, because even on the Tinder swindler, there's always some mad elaborate thing. And I've realized, but people often do that, isn't it? The wilder the story is, like, I guess it's like a psychological thing, that this thing is so wild that you can't even possibly lie
you
about
can't make it up. Right?
Do you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
that's what they said at the beginning of the documentary, actually. They were like, this is so mad that you actually couldn't even make it up.
Like, but the thing is, even if it was true, right, and you did get shot 6 times, I'm done.
And you were in witness protection.
I'm done. What am I doing?
Because
here?
what do you mean you're in witness protection but you're still messaging? Like,
What am I doing here?
and he never changed his name. For someone that's in witness protection, you're on the whole ass internet, and he'd be like, if they found out I'm talking to you, I could get killed. Listen, I want no parts of
Like, I don't-
that where
the
you can get
possibility
killed.
that you can get killed. I don't even like it if roadman don't like me chatting to. I'm done. Like, you mean the MI5?
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very okay.
Yeah, no.
It's very, very okay.
I can live without that.
There was a time I was so fascinated with MI5. I used to try to apply for like admin jobs there because they used to be online.
No.
I am fascinated by it.
Yeah.
Like this kind of underworld, undercurrent thing that happens in our everyday life. There are people here that are like doing this to our everyday life, and we're just like, oh, I'm having a tea. Getting a coffee.
Yeah, and there's people that are just controlling the whole
like,
world.
as in, like, it's actually, I find it so interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And like the criminal minds and blah, 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 blah. And there was a time everybody started doing like criminology at uni. I was like, oh, I want to do criminology.
Yeah, the people that studied that. And
anybody who studied that with anybody who did criminology at uni, what are you doing now?
Yeah, what's
like,
that
what was
for?
the
To
path?
be like a detective. I often think that when I watch detective shows, especially the British ones, I just think there's not a chance in hell I could be a detective, because the things that they're like, oh my God,
I would never clock it.
I just would never clock it.
If I was a detective, so many people would be falsely
honestly,
imprisoned. I'm like, yeah,
they'd be
him,
falsely imprisoned and the murderers would be walking around.
I'm like, it must be him. Like,
because I would just be like, no, it was the mum.
And do you know why?
It was the mum.
Do you know what I'll go by? The feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
I just have a feeling.
My intuition
no
told
facts,
me.
No
clues.
No clues.
Yeah, no
just,
clues.
When I met her, she was somehow.
No, nothing.
And that is what I'm going to go for.
These
My
detectives,
intuition was kind of, she was somehow.
Yeah, they're
have
being
been her.
like, did you notice the ring on her finger?
But then sometimes though, when I
I
watch a TV show like that and I clock who it is, I'm like, I can do this. Because sometimes episode 1, I know exactly who this is. Like, I was listening to an episode of Dateline the other day, and there was this girl who got her mum killed. And from the first 5 minutes, I was like, this was the girl.
Why did she get her mum killed?
Because she wanted to go out with this woman, and her mum was against it. Not because her mum was against her being a lesbian, but because the woman was like 27 and she was 16.
So you kill your mum for that?
She killed her mum for her freedom. Yeah.
People that killed their parents, that's what
and then she was like on the phone, like with the partner, being like, yeah, they're not going to clock us. The police don't realise how smart we are. Come to find out. You are a big, big idiot.
And they have access to, that's the thing that's mad to me, like when I watch all of those sort of crime shows, is the fact that like people will pick up the phone and do whatever. And it's like, obviously for a normal person on a normal day, no one's tapping your phone line or having access to your phone records. But the minute a crime happens, straight away, like they will know exactly where you were, they know exactly like what time you made a phone call, who to, how long you were on the phone to, what was said.
Do you know what I just thought? Do you remember back in the day, people used to find out their partners were cheating by asking the telephone to print out a list of phone
your
calls.
Itemized phone bill, you would actually have to
You'd actually go to them and be like, hey, can I please have an itemized phone bill?
Yeah, we used to get that.
Yeah.
Like even your statements, they used to come through.
For all the numbers, how long you were talking to them for.
All the details.
My God.
The thing is, we still get that, it's just via email.
Yeah.
But
I don't get it.
Don't you?
I don't get it.
I get it, but I never look at it. It's all there.
And that's how people find out if their partners were cheating, because they'll see all the itemized numbers. And oh my God, that's hilarious.
Even with bank statements, people would be like, oh, he spent $1,500 here on this tennis bracelet, and I didn't get a tennis bracelet, or he was an agent provocateur or any other lingerie shop buying lingerie, and I don't have any lingerie. Like, people would actually look at their bank statements and shit.
I look at my bank statements. I can't lie to you. I'm not rich enough here to not be looking at it.
I look at my bank. I look at my transactions. I look at my app.
No, I will look.
But I don't,
because certain companies. Let's say I went to go buy something from H&M, but they will be like,
That happens all the time.
And I go searching on the internet to be like,
and then you're like, it's
okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm like, who the heck? No.
Why? Exactly, because they're doing their taxes are in flipping Sweden.
Yeah, because why? It actually is a Swedish company. But like, why is this not attaching to each other? But like,
why is it not saying that whatever brand took the money? Why is it now saying Mountain and Hughes took the money, but these times it's Sainsbury's? Who the fuck is Mountain and Hughes, bro? Like, I need to know the direct number. I think they should have it in brackets. I'm sorry, that's a fucking limit. Because let me know that it's connected to this place. And even sometimes if you take money out the bank, like if you take cash, which is like very rare, but if you take cash out and it's just like, what do you mean?
Like
£70 is just gone. And then you check it and it's like, oh, it was me. That's the maddest thing when you're like, who the fuck has been doing for? Oh, it's me.
I told you about the time that I was on the phone Santander for about an hour. And when they said this, like when I did it, I clocked it was me.
It's all me.
But I'd gone too far.
What do you mean?
So, I'd gone too far in the conversation. As in no part of me could be like, oh shit, that is me. And I was like, well, just let me know the next step and I'll be sure. I was like, this is unacceptable, because I was like, there's no way I can say, oh yeah, you look, sorry. That is
Yeah,
absolutely
no,
me.
definitely.
So I just went along with it. I'll be like, they were like, cool. So if you want to report it, log in online. I was like, thank you so much.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, ugh.
And you never report
I
it.
didn't report
It's just like,
shit.
because that shit was all
Because
me.
that was me. That was me, boy.
It's all me.
Like, yeah.
All the shopping, it's all me. All the food, it's all me.
Yeah, I need to start spending that. Next year, I'm going to be more financially better.
No, my thing, what I need to fucking stop doing is fucking ordering food online. That is
really bad.
last week, I promise you, even someone that brags about cooking all the time, I did not cook a singular dish.
Yeah.
I ordered or I ate out every single day.
Every meal I ate last week wasn't meal.
It's this.
Actually, that's a lie. On Saturday, I made Indomie.
Oh, okay. I was gonna give you, and then I was like, oh.
I made Indomie.
No, it's really. I mean, obviously, apart from for Anaya, I cook for her, but everything else,
I just can't be asked to cooking. And also with cooking, I want to eat when I'm hungry. So if my brain now registers, oh, you're hungry now, and I have to be cutting onion.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Yeah, you have to you have to do it in a.
And I'll be seasoning chicken. And people are like, why don't you meal prep? Because I get bored of eating the same thing all the time, so I can't meal prep.
I need fresh. I need a new meal every day. Like I get it, but I need meat. I can't do it. After day 3, I'm over it. Like warming up broccoli, chicken, and rice again. No.
And I eat for sustenance, and I enjoy eating when I'm with people. So I don't necessarily eat unless I have to.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting a headache now, I should eat. Or it's like I'm with company. I really enjoy eating with people.
Yeah, same. It's such a fun social thing. I very rarely have food in the freezer that I can go to. Do you know what I mean? You know,
that's like my mum's house type of thing.
Oh, there's frozen, go and warm this. Like I never have that.
I'm so sorry, but
annoying.
I can't lie. Do you know when women complain about African women complain about their African partners not liking freezer? I don't like freezer stew. I'm so sorry.
It doesn't hit the same.
Give me first day stew, man.
Yeah,
after first day, we can't be making this stew again. Like I said, warming it up, it's now watery.
Yeah.
The ice is glazed over. I don't like second or 3 day stew.
I just like fresh food in general because I like to have different things every day. So but last week was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I need to be more financially responsible for myself, man. What's your problem?
I can be quite frivolous.
And it'll be like £12 here, £14 here. Suddenly, you spent like how much in a short amount of time? It ain't right. And I'm better than that. I know I'm better than that.
And you do have to watch the pennies because it does fucking add up. It feels like the odd, few pounds here or there, but it does actually add up. If you're doing that every single day, then yeah, just be financially savvy. But I'm saying that to myself.
Well, I'm gonna check in on you on that.
Yeah, please do.
Send me your financial statements every.
Yeah, okay.
Why is everyone dodgy about telling people how much?
It's a British thing, isn't it? Like it's such a but no, actually, I don't know that is it just a British thing. I just think it's just I don't know. It's been portrayed to be classless, isn't it, or just a bit tasteless?
Yeah.
To be like, oh, like how much money have you got in your bank account? I remember someone asking me how much I earned. And just being completely taken aback.
Do you know the other day I had to go sit down and figure out how much I earn?
Yeah.
A year. Because how we work, I actually didn't know how much I earned yearly. So I had to think I went and to go through all of my things I've been paid for this year and figure, okay, cool. Because because people have those conversations when you with someone to be like, hey, okay, cool, what do you earn every year? I'm like, bruh, by the grace of God, I'm gonna earn something. Yeah. Because I don't know. Sometimes.
Yeah, same. Because it can be. Some years are up, some years are not so up.
So I went to go do a financial sit. You know me, when I get into my head about something, I'm just really okay, cool. This needs to be sorted out. I need to fix it now.
Yeah,
and because I'm of the fear of that, I am my backup plan. I am the one that pays all my bills. Every single bill that comes into the house is on my name. So I'm just like, cool. We got to make some funds, honey.
It's actually very. It's needed. It's very necessary. I need to do this.
And I have a big fear of owing money. It's a big fear. And I think anyone who's ever been brought up, if your parents not being good with money, it's a proper fear.
No, definitely. I think it's a good fear to have though, because what was I even watching the other day? I was watching some podcast with fucking Dame Dash, and he was just like, savings are for suckers. I was just
okay, shut the fuck up, man.
You are such a clown.
What does that mean?
He really is a broken clock. He really, really is. But some of the other stuff he talks is such, when someone is projecting so badly, it's just so obvious what you're doing. Even with the whole Diddy thing, right? So because he was kind of low-key ostracized from hip hop for a little bit after he fell out with Jay-Z, obviously he's been very bitter about it. Do you know what I mean? And he's been talking for years and then refusing to talk about his relationship with Jay and all the rest of it. And he's been in and out of court trying to sue Jay-Z, all sorts. But now that all of this stuff has come out, Diddy and everything, he's trying to make out like he had the foresight from back then, which is why he kept his distance. And you know when someone's just being an opportunist,
Right. Okay,
and it's like, no, like that's not what it is. And he's now doing that whole thing of, but I knew that's why I distanced myself. When I was talking, no one wanted anything to
Is
do
that
because
when
I
he
was
said
talking.
that?
But it's like
He said Throwback was making people gay. He said
he thinks everything's fucking gay. Pause. Like literally, he was like literally. When I was watching the podcast show, the person he was interviewed with was talking about. He was like, you know, there was certain times where it was hard, and he's like, pause.
But shut up! Like you don't need to pause everything.
Literally, he pauses. He'll be
don't
like,
need to pause
he'll be like,
anything.
yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
life
because at
is
the end
hard,
of the day,
pause.
man, the man asked me to come up to the room. Pause. Like everything is like
At a
pause,
meeting with a man,
pause.
Shut
Like,
up.
like he's always fucking pausing. Like to me, I just think if you have to be so conscious about sexuality all the time, it's on your mind too much. Like why is everything homosexual? Like every single second. But I was watching it thinking, you didn't have no insight back then. You fell out with Jay-Z. No one really rated you. And you were over there. Stop trying to make it sound like you were some fucking oracle of what was going on and you were taking the moral high ground. That's not what it is. And he always like tries to get on to Jay-Z about the tour with R. Kelly and the album with R. Kelly. But you were in the video. And he was just like, you know, at the end of the day, no one was, and he was getting onto the presenter. He was like, no, when R. Kelly and Aaliyah had their relationship, no one had anything to say about it. I was the only one that was I was like, I don't want to be a part of it, but you're literally in the video for Fiesta at the end, slapping someone's bum.
Okay.
Like, I'm just like,
yeah.
It's just
He's
nuts.
an interesting man. Every time I see him,
He
he
is,
looks like a drunk uncle.
He is a drunk uncle, but I do like his interviews though, because he is fucking funny. Like, he is so funny, and I always watch anything that he does because I just find him so fascinating. But he does talk a lot of doo-doo.
That's like me. Every interview Jim Jones does, I watch it.
Yeah.
That's because I like incredibly fancy that
Jim
man.
Jones
It makes
is
no
hot.
sense to me.
And
I
as he's
find
getting
him so
older,
attractive.
he's getting hotter.
And he just looks like a rough New York person.
Yeah, I think I just love New Yorkers. I love that accent. Dame Dash is from New York. I just love the accent. Like I can listen to them talk all
There's
day.
like just this like,
Yeah, it's just like rough and rugged kind of vibes.
About Jim Jones, I'm just like, yes, exactly. Like
Jim Jones is sexy and he's getting sexier with age, even though his braids are never fresh. But that's neither here nor there. Did you see all of this stuff about I know we've talked about them before. I saw a really interesting TikTok about Safari and Erica Mena. And this woman was basically like, because he's come out, he put out a video basically saying that she was physically abusive in the relationship.
Yeah, I saw the video.
And then he put out the video of her like scaling the walls, trying to get into the house. And it's like, I've said this before, I can differentiate Erica as like a problematic racist Latina versus a woman that's going through it. Like I can actually separate the two. And I actually do feel sorry for her.
Do you know what's, it's that level. I know that level of desperation. I haven't got there yet, ever. Please God.
Well, you're scaling walls.
But I know it is, I've thought about it. I know I was just like, because okay, I've turned up to a house.
Yeah,
I've absolutely turned up to a house.
I've turned up to a house.
I have banged that door till kingdom comes. I'm like, as in like, you are letting me.
No, the person was
no. Do you know where the level of anger and desperation is like you actually don't give a shit anymore. And it's when you are in possibly the worst things ever.
Yeah,
right?
Those toxic relationships. I don't think relationships should generally
when you've called
do that.
60 times.
You shouldn't be those kind of relationships. I know that they have been romanticized in a way, but it's actually not good.
It's actually so bad. Like, as in, I remember calling so much. I think that killed.
You know when when your phone's hot. Yeah.
I just kept calling, and then they will call. You call voicemail, send it to voicemail, send it. Oh my!
What kind of back and forth is that? Because at the end of the day, in a healthy relationship, the person shouldn't be running away from you. You shouldn't be chasing the person to communicate. Like, there's nothing wrong with having space, but you should be able to understand, okay, this person needs space, and then eventually we're going to come together and talk about it.
Because I just thought is like, and of course, like Jennifer Majors got found guilty, whatever. But it's the scene where she's chasing. Audrey, it's for 4 blocks. I swear to God, this poor girl probably did.
We didn't even know we could run like that.
5K. And I just thought, what kind of stamina? Like, if like, by the time I get to 100 meters, I'm like, oh, fuck this guy, man, because I can't be chasing you like that. But then I also understand that, like, I am so angry.
I'm so angry, yeah. And there are certain relationships and certain people that can really evoke that.
Stay the fuck away from them people.
And that's not healthy. Like, and you see it early, like when you're kind of like obsessed with each other in a way that's like, it plays out in so many different facets of the relationship, whether it be sexually, whether it will be like kind of like the love bombing at the beginning. But I I still, despite whatever, and of course, physical violence against anybody in a relationship is wrong, and I do not condone that. But I'm even though I don't fuck with her, I'm Team Erica in that because I can understand the kind of guy that Safari is, like someone that will fuck with you so much and will fuck with your mind to the point where it can actually drive you crazy.
I think what even just using Safari as a bounce on another conversation, I've always been fascinated about men who chase you and really want you and promise you the world.
Exactly.
And then get you and then are like...
Now they treat you like shit. Because there is a thing where they've...
for them. Is it that they're like, done it now, achieved that, I'm done.
It's definitely
and
that.
They just turn into someone like completely different and just turn into like god-awful people. But you were the one begging me for years.
And I think that's what's the most frustrating part. Because I was minding my business. You because the chasing to me indicates that like you're really serious. Like you
so
want this. Like
about this.
you're
you
gagging
really
for
want
this. But love bombing in the beginning is very mad. That's why it's got the name. Like I do think you have to be conscious of that as well. Like someone that's so on you, like, and it's mad because it should be a nice thing. I just hate the fact that everything in relationships gets tarnished because people take it to the extreme. But if someone is proper like on your nuts in a way that's like you're giving obsessed and it's nice for the ego, it's probably not a good thing. Probably stay away from them. I want mutual energy all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Because I was chased for years and wasn't just like,
yeah.
And the thing is, they convince everyone around you. They convince everyone around you. So like everyone around you is just like, but what if everything you want is right in front of your face? What, just give it a go? Like you just never know. Like look how much is into you, blah, blah, blah. And I like being liked.
Same, I go where I'm like.
Like, as in like and not by you bitches, I mean like men.
Men, yeah, exactly. The people that we
like people that like, I like being fancied. Let me say I like being fancied. I thoroughly like enjoy being fancied. So I was just like, you can twist my arm. And then your arm is twisted, and then you come and see shit.
But do you think those kind of guys are like that all the time, or is it that they've got put like a target on your back?
Sometimes I'm like, is it they're like that? Is it a target on your back? Obviously, they got you, and you're not what they thought you were going to be.
No, I think that when you're resistant in the beginning, in a way that's consensual, obviously, and we're just having like a bit of a cat and mouse,
hard to get cat and mouse. Yeah,
I think that is what I don't think it's like they finally got you, because obviously for them to feel that way towards you in the beginning, they probably know you're lit. I genuinely think it's like mission accomplished.
I can rest now.
Yeah, because when you're resistant, they see it as a challenge, isn't it? So it's like they want to, I guess, prove to themselves or prove to other people that no, I can crack you. Like I
just don't get it because there's nothing that I've wanted where it's incredibly hard to get and treated like shit.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess if you're that way inclined, then the challenge and the exciting part is in that resistance.
Yeah, like even with like dumb material thing, I could want a bag for ages. Once I get that bag, I'm like, oh, because I know I've wanted it for a long time.
China. Yeah. It's
to
really
like
weird.
do that with a human being that I know that I've wanted for a long time, chased, like pursued, done all the sweet talk, put all this effort in, get them and be like, oh man.
And I think there are some people that will do that and they will cherish it. Like I don't think everybody that's like that in the beginning turns out just like to drop you out or whatever. But there are some people that's their whole thing, because that's what Erica's been talking about. She's like, bro, like you chased me for 3 years. I wasn't interested in you. And then on top of it, it was like the relationship was toxic. Then she gets pregnant again. But I can understand, like I understand that frustration. Like I get it. But them
scaling
kind of
the house though is mad.
Scaling the house is mad. And the thing is, he's so manipulative to me that obviously those videos are probably chopped and edited and all the rest of it. And just to come and put it online, that's like the mother of your kids. Like that's mad.
I'm trying to think what someone could make me do. I guess maybe it's the same as showing up to a house.
Yeah, I mean,
once you've shown up, you're willing to get in.
Exactly.
Yeah. Once you showed up, you're just kind of like
willing to climb walls. I just don't have that kind of stamina to climb a wall.
I don't have the energy anymore.
Yeah,
I've
definitely pulled up to a house, but
I pulled up to a house.
I wouldn't want that kind of relationship anymore.
I pulled up to a house and stole my car because he was driving my car.
The fucking audacity.
Stole my car back from him and then like just didn't say anything to him about like taking my car. And I knew like he was like, he reported the car missing because he was like, he was so scared about it. Didn't say anything to me for ages. And one day I was just like, hey, like I want to come and grab my car. I've got something to go to. He was now like, hey, yeah. Oh, I will never forget that day.
Yeah,
like
you've got to give
that day,
that kind of anxiety.
I have a little Mini Cooper. I love this car. It was one of my favorite cars till this day. It worked so hard to get that car, and the gearbox of it had now gone. Now gearbox and the automatic car is incredibly expensive. So he now went to go pay for the gearbox. Come to find out later, it was fortunately paid for. So it wasn't even like he paid for it because he was being kind or whatever. He deets it. Like this is my old life, very long time ago. Deets this gearbox, cool. So now that he's got this car, it's now hit, like, because he's paid for this gearbox, it's now like not giving me my car back, blah, 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 blah. And I remember one day standing at a bus stop waiting for the 103.
I'm like, what am I doing?
No. I saw this man drive past the girl in the car.
These times you're standing in the rain and he's fucking
stop.
doing up. No.
I called him repeatedly over and over again. That man didn't pick up. And I know why you're not picking up.
Yeah, of course, because you're
I'm
with
going
a
to
bitch.
punish you. Wait there. So that day, I got did what I need to do. Mum, Fred came home and I had 2 keys in it. So I was like, cool, I'm going to go get my car.
That's why God invented spare keys.
I went in the late of nights. Like, I went late at night. I think I even got the last bus to get there. Got my car, went home.
Good.
And did not talk to him at all. I was just like, I'm just not going to chat to you. And then I could see he was panicking about what this car is.
Panic bitch.
Like, as in panicking. And then me being a soft babe, I'll be like, oh, I've got it. And do you know what he says? You're so tapped, you fucking dumb bitch. That's all they know. When you show madness, you're so tapped, you're so dumb. You're such a tapped bitch. Okay, I'm tapped.
No,
now
I came to take my car. What do you mean?
Is it not my car? Actually, no, I sold it. Not long after it.
Good.
I sold the car.
Now no one's got the car.
Yeah. I sold the car. I sold the Mini. I was just like, cool.
Now no
sold
one's
the Mini.
got the car.
Went to go buy myself a little Renault Clio, and I said, God will provide again.
Yeah, always.
I will get my dream car again.
Absolutely.
Like, it was fine.
No, man.
Nah. Towards the end of that relationship, God above.
Yeah, no, man. Some of the things that
really think back.
the things that I
what's the most
put up
tapped
with
thing
in relationships?
you put up with and you've done?
The most tapped thing I've done was probably waiting for someone so basically I was seeing this guy and I liked him so much. This was back in the day, obviously. And I liked him so much. And I remember he used to do a lot of pulling, tug and pull, whatever the saying is, with my time. And he would do this thing where he would be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go out, and he would always flop me. It was actually a mad thing. But anyway, one time he was like, where are you? And he could literally say, where are you? And bearing in mind, he lived deep in South, I lived deep in Essex, yeah? And he'll be like, where are you? Like, I want to see you. And I would drop, it didn't matter what I was doing.
I'll be there.
I'll be there, ready to go. And he was like, but I'm going out and I'm not going to be, these times I didn't even drive. And he'd be like, I'm not going to be around until about 1 a.m, but I can come get you. But he would make me come to his ends. Yeah. And it'll be like, oh, I can come get you. I was like, okay, cool. But these times I was still living at home and stuff. So I had to tell my mum, I'm going out. And so, but I couldn't leave my house at stupid o'clock at the same time.
That's the thing.
Do you know what I mean? So it's
you can't leave at 11 p.m.
Exactly.
9 or 10.
Because again, I'm not driving, it's public transport, and I'm still living under my mum's roof.
Yeah.
So she's like, what do you mean? So I left my house at 9 o'clock, yeah. It was a decent time, went all the way to his ends. And I just sat in the McDonald's. I sat in a McDonald's from let's just say I got there at 10 o'clock by the time I've taken the tube up there, whatever. Sat in this McDonald's until he's saying 1 a.m. he's going to come get me. So I was like, okay. And in my head, I'm not going to tell him that I've done that. I'm just going to be like, okay, I'll be at the McDonald's.
Yeah.
These times he doesn't know that I've been waiting there since 10.
Since God knows when.
So I get there and I'm just headphones in. Just entertain. I don't even know what I did for entertainment these times because we didn't have apps
but the thing is, you were hopeful.
But I was hopeful. I was
like,
I don't care. I would do anything, so I'm gonna see him. So 1 o'clock comes and I'm thinking, I'm gonna get a message. I'm gonna get a message on my BBM any minute now to be like, I'm coming. He's like, things. I'm running a bit late. I won't be there till 1:30. This is what AM, by the way.
Half an hour.
AM.
Cool, half an hour.
Cool. I can wait half an hour. 2 o'clock comes now. I'm on my way. The guy did not get there till 3 a.m.
So from 9 to... You might as well have done
10,
a shift.
Exactly. I might as well have worked there. So from 10 to 3 a.m, I sat in McDonald's.
And I know you didn't have a book with you. I know you didn't have a book with you.
Of course I didn't have shit. I had my BBM, my battery was being drained like there was no tomorrow. I don't know what I did for entertainment. I just waited there like a fucking muppet. Eventually he did come and I was like, yeah, come get me from McDonald's. He came to McDonald's.
Was it the best night of your life?
I mean, any time I could be with him was the best time.
Yeah, okay.
But it wasn't long because
it was
3 a.m. Do you know what I mean? So by the time...
Imagine getting there, I'm tired.
No, but that is basically what happened. He got to me and he's like, I'm so fucking tired, blah, blah, blah.
I'm tired.
He lived with his mum as well. So we went back to his house. I was there for 40 minutes.
And then you went home.
And then I went home and he didn't drop me home or anything. I took a cab home. And... that is insanity to me that I actually moved like that.
If that was me, by one thing, I would just like crying.
I was so
Because when you're so like
angry.
do you know the anger of the like you've been let down, you're angry, and you just think about the stupidity you've done today.
Exactly.
And all you can do is cry and be angry at yourself.
I wasn't mad.
Because who sent you?
Because who sent me? That was very much my choice
to
leave my house at 9 o'clock and get there at 10 and wait for 4 hours. But when he was like pushing back the time, then I was just like deep in the levels of patheticness.
The crying is
because he would never have done that for me.
Yeah. Like I've actually been so disrespected.
And he didn't even drop me home after the fucking cunt.
And I've allowed myself to be disrespected.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, oh, how are you getting home? After like we finished like smashing. He's like, oh, he's like, how are you getting home?
I'm staying.
And then I was just like, taxi. And he's like, oh, okay, cool.
Did he pay for the taxi?
No, I paid for my own taxi. And he was basically like falling asleep whilst I was waiting for it. And he was just like cozy in his bed in his house, like a little bit drunk.
He had the best day of his life, really.
He had an amazing time. Yeah. He went out wherever he went and then came, linked me, got some, and then just was in his house. And then I was all there having to trek all the way back to Woodford. And I got home at like 5 a.m. that day. All for 40 minutes worth of like men
are never worth that. Like young girls of nowadays, they're actually never worth that.
Don't do stuff like that because
not worth that.
Where is the guy now?
I wouldn't even say it's a rite of passage.
No. That's stupidity. That's not a rite of passage.
Learn from people's mistakes.
That's why we tell these stories so that you people don't make the same mistakes. Like I'm not proud of that. That's embarrassing. Like if I could go back, I would never, like my self-esteem must have been in the gut. I don't know if it's a self-esteem. I just really liked him. I would have done anything for just 2 minutes of his time. But again, if I came from the kind of household where I could have left my house at 11, I would have been waiting for 3 hours instead of 6.
No, that's
do you
not
know what I mean? But,
that is absolutely not the lesson here at all.
But no, don't do things like that. It's not necessary. Like I said, where's the guy now? It's just not worth it. And the guy that you're supposed to, like, a guy that actually rates you and respects you, won't do that to you.
Or if he does come back to me and he'll be like, I'm outside your door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He would have offered to come and pick me up on his way back. He would have offered to drop you home. Like, he would have found provisions. Like, when I was seeing Nick, when I knew, like, he was, like, a very serious person, I'll never forget this. And this was, I started seeing Nick after this guy, by the way. And I remember one time I was gagging to go out to the hill. This used to be the spot.
Oh my God, Muswell Hill.
Muswell Hill, the hill that used to go off on a Friday, bro. The hill used to go off. I don't think so. It's probably there, but it's probably called something else. And it used to go off. And I remember he called me one night and then I was like a bit depressed or whatever. And he was like, oh, these times look at what the things I'm depressed about. He's like, oh, what's the matter? I was like, oh, I'm really gutted. You know, I really want to go out, but I don't have any money. Like, all my girls are going, but it is what it is. And then he was just like, you know what, get ready. He came from South to Woodford, picked me up.
Took you to North.
Took me to North. He dropped me to the hill, gave me money to get in. And then he was like, message me when you're done, I'll drop you home.
Aww.
That is
all for you to be happy.
All for me to be happy. And I remember being so happy.
And it didn't involve him
and
he didn't
come. He didn't want to tag along. He didn't want to bring his boys, nothing. He came, he picked me up and he dropped me home. Those are the kinds of things when someone likes you, they will actually do those things for you. Not like the other scenario.
Where you were waiting till
the other scenario where I was waiting from 10 till 4 for someone to just come give me dick for 20 minutes.
One time I wanted to really, really go out and I had no money, but I really, really wanted. And all of my friends were going out. So I said my boyfriend
and everyone else is broke, so no one else can even tap you in.
I told him that like I needed money to charge a key.
Resourcefulness.
So he gave me £30 to charge the key because I said my mum's working late, electricity's gone and emergency's finished. Gave me £30 to charge the key and I went out.
And you hit the club.
And I had the time of my fucking life. Mate. It was great. And then they 30 quid.
Oh, that only got me there. That would get you there.
My drinks and got me home.
100%.
Like, it was a great time.
100%.
Brilliant
you could get £1 shots them days. Like drinks were like, honestly, like £4.50. For like a Jaeger bomb or some shit. If you have 2 Jaeger bombs and 2 1-pound shots, you're done. Like, you're good for the night. So taxi, £10.
Who invented Jaeger bomb?
They taste like shit. I'm sorry, they're disgusting. Is Jaeger bomb the one where
it's in Red Bull? So it's the Jaeger bomb and it's in Red Bull.
It's disgusting.
And I can't drink it anymore because I just finished myself at uni with it.
It's disgusting. There's certain it's not even nice.
That like uni is just not made me. Vodka I don't like anymore because of uni.
What slaps though? Pink.
That's so childish, but I know what you mean. You know that little milkshake shot?
That slaps. See that shot? I can take that shot.
Milk cake. Oh, what's it called? It's like a pink tequila.
It's like pink tequila. Yeah. That slaps.
I can't lie to you. It's very childish.
It's so and apple tea.
But what I refuse to drink is I can't drink a cocktail that's blue or green. No.
Yeah, because
I refuse to drink anything blue or green. Like that's.
Hang on, did that for funkin'?
Yeah. I still stand by what I said. I don't like drinks that are blue or green. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to
That's
this
a
very
positive note to
professional
end on.
podcast. Drink all the colours you want.
Exactly, enjoy all the additives and the all of them things there.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of the Seas Podcast.
Indeed.
Hope you guys had a good time. Enjoyed yourself. Had fun. I've been your girl Dolly D.
Just call me Audrey.
Bye.
Bye. This episode is brought to you by Spotify.
I'm not.